What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of KJ's Corner. I'm the host, KJ Canyon, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my Rookie of the Year prediction for this year's NBA season.
Timberwolves a second chance, and Edwards cashes it in.
Magic literally rolled out the red carpet for Jae'Sean Tate.
Yes, they did.
Edwards, right down the lane.
Elects not to try and post up Mannion. Step back three on the way. Foul! Count it!
Pass to Devontae. Oh, my goodness! Didn't see that coming. Diddly. That wasn't turned over. Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish with the exclamation point.
All right, y'all. So before I give y'all my pick for the Rookie of the Year, let's get into some of the rookies who have been balling out so far this year. So first up, we got Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. the Ant-Man, guard out of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has been surprising a lot of people. Not really surprising because he was doing this in college, but he's been showing out from dunk highlights, assist highlights, shooting highlights, everything. And he's just been playing like on another level so far. Next, we got LaMelo Ball. LaMelo is kind of a shocker to a lot of people because he wasn't, really doing all this in high school and stuff, and he didn't go to college or whatever. But he surprised a lot of people from being the number one pick and coming into the league and just dominating. Like so far, he's been on plenty of highlight reels, ESPN, all that. Next up, we got Tyrese Halliburton. He is a different breed. I don't think anybody expected him to be this good right away. But yeah, he's been balling. And then the next two, we got Jae'Sean Tate for the Houston Rockets, and then Saddiq Bey for the Detroit Pistons. So I'm gonna show y'all some of their stats so far this season, and then I'm gonna give y'all. All right, so let's take a look at Anthony Edwards' stats. He's been averaging 18.3 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, and then 2.7 assists per game. A look at his last 5 games. In their 2 wins, he had 12 points. He shot from 38.5% from the field and 33% from the three from the win against Miami. And in the win against Sacramento, he had 28 points, shot 52% from the field and 41% from the three. And then in their loss to Sacramento, he had 16 points, shot 40% from the field and 28.6% from the three. Against the Clippers, in their loss, he had 23 points, shot 37% from the field, but shot 45% from the three. And in their loss against Milwaukee, he had 24 points, shot 38% from the field, and shot 45% from the three. All right, next we're going to take a look at LaMelo Ball's stats so far. Okay, so here are LaMelo Ball's stats so far. He's averaged 15.9 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, and 6.1 assists per game. Let's take a look at his last 5 games. Now, he's been hurt for like the past month and a half, so his latest game dates back to March 20th. So he's a little behind the 8 ball in this race, but he's supposed to be coming back this week. So if he can just start off where he left off, he should be fine in terms of getting back to the top of the race. But anyways, his last 5 games, in their 2 wins, he had 16 points and 23 points. In their 3 losses, he had 13 points, 26 points, and then 14. Now we're going to take a look at Tyrese Halliburton's stats. Okay, so here are Tyrese's stats. He's averaged 12.6 points per game, 3-point rebounds per game, and 5.1 assists per game. Let's take a look at his last 5 games. In their 3 losses, he had an 8-point game, a 12-point game, and then a 7-point game. In their 2 wins, he had a 16-point game and a 3-point game. It doesn't look like he played a lot during that game. He only had 16 minutes. But, so his stats are kind of shaky, and they're not LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards stats, but based off his whole season, I would say he's still got a pretty good chance to win, but he's a little behind the 8 ball, behind the other two. So yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to show y'all Jae'Sean Tate stats.
All right, so here are Jae'Sean's stats. He's averaged 11.0 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, and then 2.2 assists per game. And we're gonna take a look at his last 5 games. In their win, he had 14 points. He shot 70% from the field. And then in their 4 losses, he had a 21-point game, an 11-point game, a 10-point game, and an 8-point game. In the 8-point game, he shot 21% from the field. In the 10-point game, he shot 57% from the field. In the 21-point game, he shot 69.2% from the field. And in the 11-point game, he shot 66.7% from the field. So he's another guy who's kind of behind the 8 ball, but his stats are decent. Like his stats look like a rookie stat should look, or whatever. But yeah, he's behind the 8 ball. It's like a significant drop off between LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, and then the other 3 guys. So, but he's still considered in the rookie of the year race. So.
Lastly, I'm going to be showing y'all Saddiq Bey's stats so far.
As you can see here, he's averaging 11.4 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, and then 1.2 assists per game. A look at his last 5 games. In their 2 wins, he had an 18-point game where he shot 40% from the field, 16% from the 3. And then in their 20-point game, he shot 50% from the field and then 54.5% from the 3. In their 3 losses, he had a 4-point game in which he shot 14.3% from the field, 0% from the 3. He had an 11-point game where he shot 37.5% from the field and 40% from the 3. And then a 9-point game where he shot 33.3% from the field and then 50% from the 3. So, as I said about the other 2 guys, Tyrese Halliburton and Jae'Sean Tate, he kind of falls where they land in terms of the race. He's behind the 8 ball. Like, it's a significant drop off, as I said earlier. He's still in the race, so yeah, he's doing pretty well for his team though. So I'm not gonna knock that off him. But yeah.
All right, so now that y'all seen his stats, all their stats so far, it's time for my pick. So I've been, keeping up with NBA since it started back up, and all 5 of these all 5 of these guys are great players, and they have been balling out for the teams. But there's only 2 guys that really stand out, and like they're just playing on a different level than the other 3 guys. And those guys are Anthony Edwards and then LaMelo Ball. So I'm kind of stuck between the 2 of them. Like Anthony Edwards has been balling out all year long, and LaMelo has too, but he got hurt and he hasn't played since March. So, but he's supposed to come back this week. And if he can pick up where he left off, then I say he'll probably be the rookie of the year. But if not, then I'm gonna have to go with Anthony Edwards, aka the Ant-Man.